English is weak. I will talk some sentence in Hindi also.
Yes, sir. Maximum you try to talk in English. Wherever you want to add Hindi, you can add, sir. Because we have some participants who don't know Hindi also. Okay? Huh?
Okay.
Yeah.
Myself, Govardhan Kulkarni. I am farmer from Maharashtra state of India, district Nashik. And last 10 years, I am doing solar dehydration of vegetables. In case of vegetable farming, there are so many problems which are facing farmers, that when a production get increased, glut formation is there and prices collapse. At that time, farmer have to throw his vegetables in market or to his cows. For that purpose, farmer should adopt new technique of dehydration by which he can increase the value of its agri produce and preserve for more than 6 months. I am doing this type of solar dehydration from last 12 years in Nashik district in my farm Ozar. I have 6-acre farm in which I have some horticulture of guava, some grains, and remaining portion is under cultivation of vegetables. All kind of leafy vegetables. Along with these leafy vegetables, tomato, bottle gourd, onion, I am growing from last 12 years, and all these are growing organically. Only cow dung, cow urine, and cow curd milk is using in the process of producing these vegetables. What happens in case of vegetables? Whenever we put 100 kg of wheat in house and 10 kg of tomato in the house, after 2 days what we find? We find wheat is already good in condition, but tomatoes are not good condition. Why it is so? It is due to moisture percent, that is water percent in tomato. Same case occurs in all vegetables. Vegetables are not perishable due to high water percent in that. And due to this high water percent, a farmer cannot hold the selling of that vegetables and getting loss during during selling in markets. Then what is the solution for this? The solutions are so many. That is, you make a tomato ketchup, tomato puree, tomato sauce, onion puree, ginger onion purees. But these are very lengthy process. Needs high technique of knowledge, advanced technology, so many money, so many investments of labor. Then what is the easiest way to preserve the vegetables in farm? The dehydration is the easiest way to preserve the vegetables for a long time. And dehydration of vegetable is not a new technique, it's our tradition. In India, we are using this process from long ago. But what is the difference of today's dehydration and our traditional dehydration? In our traditional dehydration, we'll directly put the vegetable by cutting in direct sunlight. But due to climate change, what has happened? The ozone layer get weakened and UV rays from sun are directly reaching to the object that we are going to dry, and that object is damaged, its color is changed, its taste is changed, somewhat burning in that. It is due to only UV rays. So there must be something in between sun and your object, that is which prevent the UV rays which are coming from sun, and that is the solar dryer. There are so many solar dryers in market. Some are tunnel shaped dryers, some are flat surface dryer, and some are vacuum based dryers. But now at now condition, there is only tunnel shaped dryer, and flat shaped dryers are convenient for farmer. Why there is necessary of dehydration? We saw the due to moisture condition, high moisture condition in vegetable, we have to remove that high moisture from that vegetable so that its life can increase. If we see some figures, this photos is in our local language Marathi, but there are some figures which are English. You can easily see that in vegetable farming, more than 40,000 crore of vegetables are going waste after harvesting in all over India. That means this month amount of money is not getting to farmer. There are so many government schemes, so many NGOs, so many private institutes which are working on the marketing of fresh vegetable only and only on number one. Then what will we do? Farmer do the second quality of vegetables, third quality of vegetables, which are not good in seeing or in shape, but are good in for food value. Near about 40% vegetables are of such type which are not number one and which are not sold in market. That means at the head of production, farmers losing their 40% amount of money. So if we focus to this part of the vegetables, not on the number one part, we should say sell number one part as a table use for vegetables to hotels and markets. But we want to focus on dehydration of the second quality of vegetables, which is good in condition, good in for eating value, but it is not good in shape, good in color. So if we do value addition of such a kind of vegetable by using solar dryer, a farmer can get definitely more money. I am telling you my example. 10 years back, I have a bottle ground and I am selling in market as a 10 rupees per kg. There is some blood formation and prices collapse to 2 rupees per kg. At that time, we think myself and we have a farmer group that is named as the Savta Shatkari Gaut. We think on this all this problem and decide to do some different, and we move towards the dehydration. At that time, we dried all the bottle ground, that is in the Hindi it is called as lauki. That 20 kg bottle ground gives 1 kg dry material. And when prices was collapsed, we are selling 20 kg to into 2 rupees kg, that is we are earning only 40 rupees. But when we dried all these bottle ground, we got 1 kg dry bottle ground from 20 kg, and that we sold in market 140 rupees kg. That means we got 100 rupees more than previous. Then after we are thinking we have sold that material, but what is the next process is going to on that material? After 6 months, I realized that there was no any more process on that material. The buyer just usko grind in pulverizer, make it powder and sell it into market to 330 rupees per kg. That means the journey of bottle ground was started at a 2 rupees kg and up now it is reached to 330 rupees per kg. Then we start thinking, what is the use of powder in market? Who are using this powder? I searched for 6 months in market and at last I realized that some Ayurvedic medicines was using this kind of powders. The medicines were regarding heart trouble, diabetes, BP, fatness. All these diseases are covered in a powder form as a medicine. I saw that pocket of that powder, there was nothing. Some Ayurvedic medicinal plant powder was added, and the base of that all medicines was bottle ground powder. And he was selling on an average of 1000 rupees per kg. That means when I was selling my bottle lauki for 2 rupees, end user was selling it for 1000 rupees. This huge gap of difference, we should notice why it is occurring. Drying is simple, grinding is simple. Just the last stage in which we have to mix some other superfood into it is very difficult. But in our India, there are so many Krushi Vignan Kendras which are nearer to our farm. We can contact them and do more value addition of this. These are the some photos in which dried vegetables packets are there. There is beetle ground, onion is there, methi is there, and when these are made from all my farm and all are organically grown, when it is to use, just pour some quantity of that vegetable into water, get swelled in 2 hours, pour into use it for cooking. It's a very simple. There is no need of any fridge for keeping this product. Just put in dark place. When you have to use it, pick it, pour in water for 2 hours and then use it. Almost we see some economics of this dehydration. Whenever we dry 20 kg of tomato, we got 1 kg of dry tomato. That means in tomato 9 20 kg tomato, 19 kg water is present. And if we remove this water, tomato can be as good as the wheat and can kept for more than 6 months in house. Whenever prices drop, farmer should use this technique, dry your tomato, keep in your house and sell it when the price is high. And tomato is very climate sensitive crop. If more rain is there, it gets spoiled. More moisture in air gets spoiled. So we have to adopt this such type of new techniques to value added in our vegetables. As like tomatoes, same ratio is occur in all vegetables. On an average, 17 kg of wet vegetable when we dry, we got 1 kg of dry vegetable. When prices falls, glut, prices falls to 2 rupees, 1 rupees kg. At that time, we should adopt this technique, and all the tomatoes, laukis, and what it may be, onion, we should dry and keep and can sell in market. I am doing this from last 12 years. We have a we have a farmer producer organization for this, as well as we have registered our one trade name, you may call trade name or tagline, under which we are selling all this. I will like to share some experience regarding about this. Why, what was the difficulties initially in front of us? How we overcome with them? 12 years back, when we think about dehydration, there were no much more information towards agriculture universities as well as KVKs regarding this solar dehydration. At that time, a company named Science for Society just launched his dryer in market. We see that dryer and think that we can do work on this, and we purchase that dryer and start working up dry. That company made dryer telling this kind of vegetables are going to dry in this, but actual at micro level they are not we are not satisfied with their information. And when we start working, the result was not good. At that time, myself stopped this community work. All dryers, 25 dryers was there at that time. All dryers were collected at my farm, and I spent vegetables of my own farm of an amount near about 2 lakhs on research and development for 2 years in 2015 2016, and I have derived a typical process of cutting. In that cutting, how much thickness of that cutting must be there, how much their diameters, how much diameter vegetables are good for that. I have done 2 year R&D on that, and then we start working. At present, I have trained more than 3,000 farmers from all over India in such a kind of dehydration. Along with India, I have trained farmers from outside also India, that is from Sri Lankan, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, and I am focusing that dehydration is the only and only one technique which is low cost, easy to use for farmer, and a farmer should adapt all these. This in this picture, there are some samples are kept in which products are we are making. In that we are making coriander, methi, palak, beetroot powder, ginger powder, moringa powder, sprouts have also we have made, and we are selling in market. This photo is that a well-known English magazine, that is Civil Society, have done a story on this our work. That is a picture. Along with this, World Bank also shoot a small documentary on our project. Different TV channels also made documentaries on our production unit, that is on present on YouTube also. I am not going to more discuss on that. You can visit YouTube and Kulkarni's solar dryer business model. You can get all these videos. In 2016, I was national winner for Mahindra Agri Award for solar dehydration. Friends, then what is the actual process of dehydrating the vegetables? It's nothing difficult. when we prepare vegetables in our house, what we are doing? We are washing, chopping, and then we put on fire. Same things have to we have to do, but at finally in kitchen these are kept for cooking. In dehydration, these are kept in solar dryers. Depending upon the solar dryers models and moistures in your surrounding, the period varies. Tomato takes 2 to 3 days for dehydration. In tomato, three types of cuttings are there. First one is like chips. Second one is 4 pieces of a tomato. And third one is half cut. That means only 2 pieces of a single tomato. The chips cutting is used for making powder. 4 pieces are used in different vegetables and curries. And two-piece method, that tomato are used mostly in tawa bhaji and some Italian dishes. I have supplied this two-piece dry tomato to Krushi Star, a multinational company who is the vendor for supply chain of for some Italian uh, hotels. There are so many market for these vegetables, but just we have to find. Before last 5 years, we have done a survey in Bombay city in Maharashtra. At that time, we found more than 1,000 hotels was there, which are selling only rice biryani, and each hotel requires 2 kg of dry onion every day. If we see the dehydration of onion, almost we get 15 to 16 wet onion to 1 kg of dry onion. That means near about 40 kg onion is used by a single hotel, and the hotel's number was up to 1,000. That means in hotel industry there are so huge demand for this product, but just where you have to keep your proper quality, that is your first batch production and last batch production should be same, because these dry product are life of 6 months. If I purchase the product from market, I will use for 6 months. Then the quality of that product should be same as from in first month as well as in 6 months. There are so many marketplace that on which we can market it our products. Always we'll think the what is the market? Only we think the market is Delhi. No, in our local language we say along with Delhi there is market in Gully also. That means your near to your house there are also markets. We have to search that market. Dry onion, dry methi that are used in spices. Dry coriander, these are used in spices. We can dry this product at your farm and sell it into local market, local peoples for this purpose. There is also huge market. So friends, at present, we should think that I will sell only number one quality mal in market, and remaining all the agri production except the number one will to dehydrate. In last 5th year back, I have an order from Kazakhstan. Their requirement for month was 2 container of dry vegetables. all kinds of dry vegetables, 2 containers, that big one. At that time, I survey in India, no one can was fulfilling that order, because no one are doing on this large scale such kind of production. In Russia, in some region, there is no. In every 8 days, a vegetable van goes there and deliver vegetables. If the vegetable van no can't go there, the people have to eat only eggs and meat for next 7 days. There is so many marketers there. Along with this, we can grind all these vegetables, mix some powders. We can be used as superfood. Whenever astronauts go in space, they are carrying not more food, they are carrying powders of mixture of mineral vitamins. We can replace these all by our natural organic vegetables. And what is the content of vegetable? If we look the content of vegetable, what is in that? Water, fiber, vitamins and minerals, which are the most required component for our body. Whenever we go for doctor for treatment and we see the prescription given by the doctor, in 80% people in prescription, one medicine is common, that is vitamin B complex, and which can be filled only and only by vegetables. But due to this certain condition, uncertain prices, glut formation, farmers is diverting from vegetables, and the person for whose farmer is preparing these vegetables, he also not using that. That is a a gap is there in between farmer and end user. If we fulfill this gap by such a kind of adopting new techniques, a farmer can easily upgrade his income as well as end user health problem will be reduced up to 50%. Isn't my time is over, or shall I continue for more?
What you are telling?
Sir, you can continue, sir. You can continue for another 10-15 minutes.
Yesterday it was told that first 30 minutes for lecture and then question.
Yeah. I have questions, sir. If you have some more, you can talk, sir.
But is it good knowledge? Yeah, I am talking just.
No, sir. It is good. You are talking well. Please proceed, sir.
Thank you. Then if when we dry vegetables, then question arises, how to know the vegetable is dry? There are so many moisture meters by which can detect the moisture of that piece of vegetable and then can decide whether it is proper dry or not. In dry vegetables, the percentage of moisture should be 8 to 10%. If that moisture percentage is more than 10%, fungus will be there. And if moisture percentage reduces up to 5%, the pieces start breaking. So proper moisture percentage is also one of the most important part in the dehydration process. Then is it not possible to put each and every piece in the moisture meter and then detect? For that purpose, you have experience 4 months, 6 months. After that, you can easily, by touching your fingers, you can easily find out that which piece is dry or which piece have need to more dry more half hour or 1 hour. My experience says that in our group as well as where I trained farmer and they are doing, women have very good knowledge of this dehydration process. In a house, they are doing so many dehydration products. Just put in sunlight. There is no moisture meter, no anything to technical knowledge, but they properly dehydrate that product and preserve it in our house for a year. So, woman farmer can do this job more efficiently than male farmer. When we dry tomato, methi, after that dehydration process complete, the all the material should be stored in cool place. Cool means not below than 0%, just our 5-6% less than the outer temperature. When this cool down, pack it polythene bag and preserve for 6 months. Whenever there is market demand, as per market demand, make it pouches of 50 gram, 100 gram and sell it in market. It's a very easy and every farmer can do this process. At present, there are so many dryers. Some are tunnel dryers, some are flat surface. Just as I have shown in figure this photo. So farmers should adopt this, and along with this, I will suggest some 4 points for this dehydration process. That the installation cost of your product should be less than 500 rupees per kg. That means if you are erecting a dehydration unit of 100 kg capacity, the erection cost should not be goes more than 50,000 rupees. That is my experience based data from last 12 years. In that data, I calculate all the prices of that dehydration dryer, bank interest, how much batch are should maybe dry in a year. This picture in Karnataka magazine Adhika Patrika, I think that reporter's name was Shri Padre, have made a story on my this project and published in that magazine. You can simply make the packets of 5 kg, 10 kg, just like this shown in picture. Keep it in dark place, repack as per order. Thank you. If there are any questions, can ask. I will try to answer it.
Thank you very much, sir, for a wonderful talk. I will take up the questions now. In the meantime, stop sharing the screen, sir, so that you can on your video.
Okay. Stop.
Yes, sir. This is perfect. I'll take up the questions now. The first question is, how does solar dehydration affect the nutritional content of vegetables compared to other preservation methods?
If you do solar dehydration by preventing ultraviolet rays, your dry product have nutrition value up to 95%. We have checked our products in lab and at that time we found that the nutritional value varies from 93% to 95%.
Okay. Can you, what type of vegetables are best suited for solar dehydration and why?
Can you, what type of
Vegetables.
vegetables suitable for dehydration?
Yeah. Solar
These
dehydration.
are all kinds of leafy vegetables, tomato, onion, lady's finger. These are the most properly used the dry vegetables in the hotel industry. So we can focus on these vegetables, and these vegetables can easily dry.
Okay. What are some practical considerations for implementing solar dehydration on a small or large scale?
Just before I have said that the installation cost should not be goes more than 500 rupees per kg. As like you can initially erect a project of 50 kg per batch, and you can, by your experience, as experience goes on increasing, you can make it up to 5000 kg wet vegetables per batch. And in case of solar dryer, the number of batch and the timing of batch is not in our hand. In case of electrical dryer, we can fix temperature. At that time, as temperature is fixed manually, we know, we can say this tomato will be dry in 8 hours, in 9 hours. But this such a condition is not in solar dryer. If there is hybrid solar dryer, we can say that it will take 10 hours, 12 hours, but only there is solar dryers, it will varies to 2 to 3 days, and that will be depend upon the moisture in that vegetables that you which you are going to dry, and the outside moisture. The ratio of these moistures will determine the period of dehydration.
Okay. How is the quality of the end product compared to solar dried vegetables and conventional dried vegetables?
In case of solar dried vegetables, the end quality is very good than the other, because in other dehydration methods you have to use some preservatives. Though there is UV rays are not as they are electrical dryers and other methods, you can prevent UV rays. In solar dehydration, if you properly prevent the UV rays, the quality of end product is number one than the other.
Okay. So can solar dehydration be combined with other techniques or ingredients to enhance the flavor or nutritional value of dried vegetables?
I am not understanding your question, madam. Please repeat.
Sir, can solar dehydration be combined with
Yeah.
ingredients to enhance the flavor or nutritional value of dried vegetables?
Yeah, solar dryer is very good for this, all these.
No. Whether it can be like combined with any other ingredients. Now with the vegetables, they can add any other ingredients and solar dry it.
No, there is no need of any
No,
ingredient.
if they wanted to enhance any flavor or nutritional value.
No need to dry any other preservatives or as any chemicals or any substance in the vegetable to increase its color, increase its nutritional value. If you do properly, just wash it, vegetables, cut it, rinse it, and dry it in the dryer. If the age, one factor is that affecting on this, the age of the vegetables. If we see tomato, that is totally red tomato is there, sugar percentage is high. Less red, sugar percentage is less, and the sugar percentage is also affecting on the taste and color of the that product.
Okay. Are there any challenges or limitation to using solar dehydration for vegetable preservation?
Yeah, there are so many challenges. First one challenge is that space. If you want to increase your production capacity, you have to expand your project horizontally. That means you need more space. And as space is increased to maintain hygienic condition, the work is also increased. Second one is the climatic condition that is not in your hand. So you have to download some apps from mobile, or as you get experience of 1 2 years in dehydration, you can easily notice the climatic, what will be the climatic condition after next 8 days 10 days, only seeing the velocity and direction of wind. Initially I have downloaded 2 3 apps for knowing this all these climatic condition, but at present I have not using any kind of app. I just in morning I just see the direction of wind and velocity of wind and sun. Considering all this, I can imagine what will be the climatic condition, what will be the sunlight condition after 10 years, 10 days, sorry.
Okay. What are some success stories or case studies of communities or business utilizing solar dehydration for vegetable value addition?
There are so many success stories in Maharashtra as well as in Karnataka, also in Kerala, also they are doing well. In Himachal Pradesh, there are also so many success stories regarding dehydration.
Sir, can you just mention anyone, sir? Hello?
I don't know their names,
Oh,
but
is it? Oh,
some woman group before 3 years I have some train to in our village which was come from Patni top of Kashmir, and they were doing all this dehydration of tomatoes vagare last 20 years. In Kerala they are using for coconut.
okay. I have completed the question from our side, sir. We have one of our member, Mr. Joseph Prito, who is logged in. I will just check if he is having any questions. Mr. Prito, if you have any question, you can unmute your mic and ask.
Can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible. Please
Okay.
proceed.
Thank you, Dhanakshi. And very nice session, Kulkarni Saab. Very informative and very practical. Yeah, apart from you have mentioned tomato, bendi, and onion, which are quite popular in Maharashtra. Apart from that, what are the other vegetables which we grow in Karnataka, which can be dehydrated? You have any information on that, please?
Yeah, you can dehydrate pumpkin, carrot. In Maharashtra, one type of pumpkin is coming from Bangalore, and that
Okay.
pumpkin have a keeping quality
Yeah.
more than our pumpkin. That means
Yeah.
that pumpkin used for 2 or 3 months in house.
Yes.
That pumpkin can be dry into cut into pieces, and that
Yeah.
pieces can be used in sambar also.
Okay. Okay.
By rehydrating them, we can easily use in sambar.
Okay. Okay.
Second vegetable is carrot,
Yeah.
beetroot.
Okay.
Beetroot powder is the very useful for the maintaining the hemoglobin percentage in our body. In Maharashtra, some gyms are preferring their customer the beetroot powder to increase their body weight, hemoglobin, such type.
Okay.
Mr. Brito, you have any
Yeah.
further question?
So what's for us average farmer, what is the
Hmm.
cost that he'll have to incur to have, say, farmer of about 2 acres? What is the cost that he'll have to incur, and where are these dryers available?
Yeah. Farmer having approximately farm of 2 acre should have minimum dryer of capacity 100 kg, and this 100 kg capacity for that costing is just 60 to 70,000 rupees. And right now there are so many dryers companies are in market. In 10
Okay.
years back there was only one and two companies. If you go to Google and search solar tunnel dryers,
Yes.
this is the very cheapest model of dryer at right now. You can get minimum 20-30 companies, and you can inquire their product and your requirement, and by correlating it you can purchase that.
Okay. 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 Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much,
Thank you.
Mr. Brito.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. We have now completed the round of questions. On behalf of agricultureinformation.com, we like to thank Mr. Govardhan Ratnakar Kulkarni for the talk and for answering the questions. I like to also thank all the participants in the meeting. This meeting is now closed.
Thank you.
You are most welcome, sir.